Thank you so much for joining me today for another video. So as you can see today, I have another fall inspired look. This particular look is inspired by cinnamon brown sugar. When you think about that, doesn't it just remind you of fall? Like, so good. So if you look at my eyes, you see a bit of that brown sugar going on, kind of diffused into my crease, and then on my lid area, I have a concentrated, very cinnamon color, and I have a chocolatey yet mauvey brownish pinkish goodness going on. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then be sure to keep watching. Oh, before I forget, if you are new, welcome! I'm so excited to have you here with me, and I'm so glad that you were able to stumble upon this channel through this video, and I really encourage you to join the Breath of Beauty family because we really are a good bunch. Alright, so let's get on with this look. Voiceover time! I'm gonna start off by taking my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I'll be just dotting it all over my face, blend it in for that flawless base so that my foundation will go on very smooth. I look a little crazy at first, but I just blend it all into perfection. Next, taking my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I'm shaking it up really well because this is a super liquidy foundation. And I'm in the shade Punjab, and I just dot it all over my face first. Then taking my little EcoTools beauty sponge, I'm blending it all flawlessly. Or at least close to flawless. Next, I'm taking my Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 20, and I'm applying that under my eyes to brighten them, as well as down the center of my nose and in the center of my forehead, as well as my cupid's bow and chin. Just blending that out with my beauty sponge again, just to make it blend really well into the foundation. Now I'm taking another Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Medium 30 now, and I'm applying it around my nose to cancel out the redness, as well as in the sides of my lips in the stash area, and I'm blending that away again. Time to use my Anna Sui Loose powder. It's super powdery, but basically I'm taking the puff and I am setting my entire face, and especially concentrating in the areas where I put concealer. Next, I have my Colourpop Pressed Powder Bronzer in the shade Afternoon Delight. It's a beautiful matte bronzy shade. I'm just kind of contouring and carving up my cheekbones, as well as bringing some more dimension to my forehead area, and just make everything look more balanced and not so one-dimensional. My favorite part, I'm going to use my Colourpop Pressed Powder Highlighter in the shade Here Kitty Kitty, just dusting that at the top of my cheekbones, and I'm also taking that on my nose at the tip as well as down the bridge. Time to prime my eyes using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the anti-aging version. I'm just applying that all over my lids very evenly, and then I have to set my primer potion using my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I'm just using that creamy matte color to set all over my eyes. Now taking my Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, I'm taking the shade Low Blow, and I'm basically on a fluffy brush diffusing it onto the crease area. Next, taking the shade En Fuego, I'm just going to deepen up just all around my eyes to create that halo effect. I'm using very gentle circular motions and just dispersing all the color evenly to create that beautiful halo eye. Now taking a fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend away any harsh edges that I may see. Now taking the shade He Devil, I'm going to just evenly apply that onto my lid area, just in a very concentrated manner. I'm just fluffing it onto my eyes with a fluffy brush, but I realize I need a more concentrated color, so I use a flat synthetic brush just to lay down and pack that color in and really emphasize that cinnamon beautiful color. And again, blending away any harsh edges. Taking the shade Ounce, I'm just gonna highlight my brow bones just a little bit, not too much. Now I'm gonna line my eyes using my favorite liquid eyeliner. It's the Japanese liquid eyeliner from the brand Heroine Make. I'm just winging it out per usual. Now I'm taking my favorite pair of eyelashes from Eylure as well as my favorite lash glue. I'm taking the Opulent style of the Eylure Luxe edition, and after applying a thin layer of lash glue onto the band, I just pop it on my eyes. I do make sure to concentrate the lash glue on the inner and outer corners of the lashes to make sure they're not popping off at the corners. And I'm touching up with my liner just to make sure you don't see any white spots. Now I'm working on the lower lash line. I'm taking the shade En Fuego and just applying it kind of 2/3 of the way in just to give it that very smoked out pretty look. I'm also taking some low blow and blending it all out to create a very blended, beautiful lower lash line. Now, taking the shade Ounce, I'm just highlighting my inner corners to make my eyes pop. The look isn't complete without a good pair of brows. I'm taking my Colourpop regular brow pencil. It's more of like a pomade formula. After brushing out my brows, I'm just filling in any sparse areas as well as shaping them the way I want them to look. I usually follow my natural brow shape and just make sure I fill in any bald spots that I may see. But otherwise, I'm using light strokes and just making them look really fluffy and full. I'm also outlining the top of my brows just to tidy them up a little more. And now I'm brushing through my brows to just kind of blend away any of the lines I created with the pencil and make sure that everything looks seamless. Now taking my Colourpop Brow Boss gel, I'm just combing through my brows, make them look really fluffy and full. And I'm also making sure all the hairs are pointing the direction that I want them to. And I did a review on the gel, but basically I have to comb through my brows again to get rid of any white residue. Now taking my NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in the shade Ruffle Trim, I'm just going to apply this carefully on my lips, and I really do love this shade. I think it's so pretty, and I think the applicator on this lipstick is pretty decently easy to use, so I'm pretty happy with it. I wanted to add a little more chocolate to my lips, so I'm taking my Too Faced Melted Chocolate Liquefied Lipstick in the shade Chocolate Honey and just kind of lightly applying it to kind of just add that hue of chocolate. Alright, so that's it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed creating this look with me and just really take advantage of this fall, because I don't know about you guys, fall is a season that is very fleeting. Where I live, it's like, I want to say like 3 weeks long or something. So I do want to make the most out of it, and what better way to do that than to make makeup looks inspired by my favorite season. So I sure hope that you guys enjoyed creating this cinnamon brown sugar goodness look with me, and I hope that you guys can recreate it and have fun with it. Again, if you're new, welcome. I'm so excited that you were watching to the end of this video to find this outro. I do encourage you to join the Breath of Beauty family, as I said earlier, and if you do, don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos, because the YouTube world is huge. How else are you gonna find your way back to me? Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat if you are at all curious about what I'm up to on a day-to-day basis. With all of that said, remember you guys, you are beautiful, wonderful, amazing, and strong, no matter what anybody else tries to tell you. And always remember that I am rooting for you, and I'm so grateful that we are friends. Alright guys, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye! Mwah.